Shalom y'all, welcome back to my kitchen. It's Sarah. Today we're going to be making challah, which is a Jewish braided egg bread. And what you're going to need is you're going to need yeast, flour, salt, sugar, water, oil. And so what you're going to start with is you're going to have 2.5 teaspoons of yeast, or just one of these little packets I like to use. And you're going to throw it in a bowl, and then you're going to add 1 cup and 1/4 cup of flour. Just throw that in there. And then what you're going to add, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. And if you like salty bread, you can add another teaspoon or a half teaspoon. It's good either way. And then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of white sugar. Throw that in. And you're going to whisk that up. Okay, so it should look like this. You have it all mixed up. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take hot water. It's a 3/4 cup of warm water, about 120 degrees Fahrenheit, with 1 tablespoon of oil. And you're going to pour that in and mix it up. Okay, so it should look like this. And then next, you're going to add in 1 full egg. So put 1 egg in there. And then mix that up. Okay, so you should have it looking somewhat like this. And then you're going to take another cup and 1/4 cup of flour. And you're going to just slowly add it in. So you're going to add some in and then stir it around. And then you're going to add some more once all the flour in there is incorporated. So you pour it in, and then you just mix this up. And I'm going to add some more. Okay, so once it gets like right here and starts sticking to your whisk or whatever you're using, you can make sure you have clean hands and just use your fingers and get all the dough off. Okay. And then you can just add in the rest of your flour and then just mix it all up so you see it's going to become very doughy, and it's going to be able to hold its shape better once you mix all the dough in. Trying not to get flour everywhere. Okay, so you're gonna have it. It's gonna look like this. Once it's all mixed up, it won't be sticking to you. Just it's all good. Push it down. It kind of comes back up a little, forms into a ball. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna put it back in the bowl, and then you're gonna cover it with a towel or aluminum foil or whatever, and you're gonna stick it in a warm place That way it will prove and rise, and we're going to let it prove. Welcome back. So our bread has proven for 2 hours, and now we're going to take it out and we're going to braid it. So you uncover it, and you'll see it's risen quite a lot. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to flour your surface, and make sure you have flour all over. You don't want it to stick. And then just take a tiny pinch, rub it of your hands. Make sure your hands are clean because you have to use them a lot. So then what you're going to do is tip it over, and you're going to let it fall out. Make sure you unstick it from the bowl because it might stick a little bit. Just push it out onto the floured surface. Okay, so now it's on this flour. What you're going to do, you're going to take a knife, and we're going to have to cut it into sixths. So what I like to do is cut it in thirds first. So just cut it. And then cut it over here. Okay, so once you cut it in thirds, then you can go ahead and cut it in each of these in half. And try to make sure you're cutting them as evenly as possible. I'm not very good at that, but okay. So they've been cut into sixths now. And I like to roll them in the flour, make sure they're all coated. Okay, so next, you're going to take them. So take one, and you just have to stretch it out. You can just do it like this, where you just squeeze it, or you can take it, wiggle it, or you can try to roll it out if you wanted to. Whatever way. So you want them pretty long. Okay, so it should end up being about 14 inches. Get all the extra flour off. Just stretch them out. Try to make them evenly long. Okay, so these are all about the same size. Okay, so now they are all strengthened out. You just take the ends, pinch them together. Okay. So make sure they're all right there. And then take the two on the ends and cross them over. So you're gonna have the left one crosses over the far right one. So it's gonna look like this. and then spread them out. You should have 3 on either side. Take the one that's on the far right that you just crossed over and bring it to the middle. Go 2 over and bring that all the way to the right. Spread them out. Take the one on the far left, bring it to the middle. Go 2 over, cross it. You want to try to keep your braid as tight as possible up here. Spread them out. Take the one on the far right, go to the middle, go 2 over, pick it up, go across. Go take the one on the far left, bring it down, 2 over, cross over. Far right, 2 over, far left, go 2 over. Just keep doing that. Okay, so once you get down here, where you can't really push it anymore, grab all the ends, pinch them together, and then tuck it under. And you can smush your braid in so it looks even. Okay, so this is our braided challah, and now what you're gonna do is you should have a 9x13 cooking pan, and you need to grease it with, I like to use vegetable shortening, but you can use anything, butter. I just like using vegetable shortening. So then what you're going to do is you have to transfer your challah from your countertop onto your cookie sheet. So you just pick it up and lay it diagonally and just try to stretch it out. Give a nice long challah. Okay, so now we have it on here. What you're going to have to do next is you're going to have to make an egg wash. So you take a bowl, you should have 1 egg. What you're going to do is you only need the egg yolk. So you have to separate the egg. And I'm just using this bowl. So you just separate it, keep the yolk, let the egg whites go out. Okay, so you can see we only have the egg yolk in there. Now what we need to do is you have to add 2 tablespoons of cold water . So 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons. Alright, so now we have 2 tablespoons of water and 1 egg yolk. So now, if you have a pastry brush, you can use that, or you can just use a spoon, or whatever. You're just going to have to be able to brush it on your challah, or at least pour it on. So you mix all that up, and now, so it should look like this. It's kind of like scrambled eggs. And then you take it, and you just brush it on the challah. Make sure you coat all the challah nicely so it'll get a good golden shine. Okay, and then make sure you get the sides. Okay, so now we have our challah with this egg wash. So what we're going to do now is you're going to have to cover it again with aluminum foil and stick it also in a warm spot for 45 minutes. And then it should at least double in size, and then we'll bake. Hey, welcome back guys, 45 minutes later. So our bread has proven for the second time, and now we are going to put it in the oven. So that's what it's going to look like. So you need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and so as you have your oven going, stick it in there. You're going to set a timer for 25 minutes, and then it'll be done and we'll have our challah. Welcome back guys, 25 minutes later. Our challah is done, so we're going to take it out of the oven. So this is what it looked like, very nice and golden brown. So you're going to take it off of the baking sheet and onto a cloth. So this is our finished product, and we're all done. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for future videos. Thank you for watching. Shabbat shalom.